All right. Ms. Cooper, do you understand that your attorney has 10 days to prepare for a hearing on this matter? You need to say yes or no. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you understand your attorney is waiving that right and he's asking to proceed now? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any objection to proceeding with this now?
No, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Mia Cooper who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2015 CR 11815W for the offense of promotion of prostitution of a person younger than 18 years and placed on probation on January 25th, 2016 for a period of 5 years and extended for 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 2 on or about the 25th day of July 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Mia Cooper, did in there legally use a controlled substance, namely methamphetamines, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that, true or?
Okay, huge moment here. She just pled true to violating probation by using methamphetamines. And yes, pleading true is essentially an admission that gives the judge the power to go full sentencing mode. Question for you all, should passed probationers get a second chance, or is a violation a done deal? Drop your thoughts below.
Not true.
True.
Okay, here's the thing. I can't hear you. You're going to have to speak up. You can't be whispering because I know when you're in public, you don't whisper. So how do you plead to a violation of condition number 2 that's just been read by the state? True or not true?
It's true.
We'll
State.
waive the remaining violated conditions, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, there is, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
It is to adjudicate guilt, to revoke the individual offer of probation, and to sentence her to 2 years in TDC.
Is that the agreement?
That is our agreement, Judge.
Ms. Cooper, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
I cannot
Yes.
hear you. All right. The court will follow your agreement, find you guilty, grant the motion, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served.
For the record, Judge, I've been told by the court staff and the probation department, she has 576 days credit that we're asking to receive.
Robert, man,
Yes.
needs time for her state ed status and state ISF.
All right. Were those successfully completed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And I'll give her credit for any time and inpatient treatment. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Judge.
Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question about what a weapon or, need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. I understand the issues that you've had in your life, but at some point in time, you are going to have to start making better decisions, because otherwise you're going to find yourself in and out of prison and back to the same place that you were before. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you have a significant other or somebody in your relationship who wants you to do things that are not for your best, then you need to drop them, because they mean you no good. And I don't know if what I'm telling you is sinking in or not, but if you have a boyfriend out there who's making you do things or wants you to do things for fast and easy money, then guess.
Wow, that was chilling. The judge just painted a haunting picture: overdose, body in a field, and someone trying to identify it. This is real talk. This courtroom isn't just about laws, it's about lives. And right here, judge isn't just sentencing, she's trying to save someone.
Guess what? That is not the person for you. And you're going to have to stop using drugs, because otherwise, what you had in your system today, that could be the last time you use. And then guess what? There would be somebody dead in Bear County or somebody dead in a field, and they'd be trying to identify the body. Then somebody would identify the body, and it may be you. Don't be that person. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Alberto, how do you know Nicholas?
He's my neighbor, been my neighbor for 19 years and good friend.
How old was he when you first met him?
He was about 15 years old when they first moved in there.
And so you've known him for quite a long time for his life.
I have.
All right. And how did you first meet him?
It's a kind of a funny story. When they first moved in, Nick was outside mowing the lawn, and sticks in my mind because I came out and I was going to start mowing my lawn too or something, and he comes over and says, "Hey, I'll do your yard for $5." And I thought, $5? What's going on? And I said, "No, that's okay." Not because I didn't want him to do it, but because I said, his parents are probably going to think I'm a jerk because I'm letting him do my big yard for $5. So that's kind of how we started our relationship.
So you've known him into his adulthood, correct?
I'm sorry?
You've known him into his adulthood, right?
Yes.
You told me he was kind of like a grandson to you. Would that be accurate?
That's how I see him. Yeah.
All right. So how have you seen him interacting as he's lived there in the neighborhood?
He's younger than most of us. Our neighborhood is mostly semi-retired or retired. So he's the youngest probably person in the block. But he's never had any problems with anybody that I know of, because, you know, he gets along pretty much with everybody that I see him with.
Okay, so you also mentioned that he offers to help you a lot in Neighbours.
He does. Anytime I'm doing something, he comes out there and wants to, you need help, or, can I help you? If you need anything, let me know. One time I bought a TV, and it was a big old TV, and I was trying to carry it in the house, and he comes out there and says, "Hey, let me help you." Lets me carry it in the house and everything. So that kind of stuff. And putting out Christmas decorations. My wife even tells him, "Nick, if you see Albert out there, don't let him get on a ladder. Call me." I said, "Okay."
All right, and so you've also seen him helping other friends.
Yes, his friends come over often, and he offers to help everybody. So he says his friends come over a lot to have their car worked on, because he's a pretty good mechanic and a little jack of all trades kind of. And they come and get their cars fixed all the time, and he does it quite often. He works on his own cars. He likes to work on cars and stuff. So they come over, and he's got a little computer and stuff, hooks it up and tells them what's wrong and helps them fix it.
Just outside of helping people, you also have a lot of talks with him. Is that right?
Yes, because, growing up, it's kind of hard. And we just sit out there, and talk about life and different things that, that are going on with him, his jobs and stuff like that.
Asking for advice.
Yeah, yes. And I try to give as best as I know through my own experiences.
And today we talked about why he's here, that he is charged with a felony choking family violence with his girlfriend.
Yes.
Okay. And so we're here today asking the judge to not send him to prison and to allow him to have deferred so he wouldn't be a convicted felon.
That's right.
Why do you think that he's lived his life, so he deserves to have that chance?
Because, like I say, he's helpful. He's a good kid in my eyes. I've never seen anything wrong. He's always polite, always says hello, how you doing, and what's going on, and stuff like that. So I don't see the benefit of him having to go to jail over. I don't know the circumstances completely of whatever happened, only what I hear. But I know Nick, and I think he would do good. He's a good kid.
But you say you don't know the circumstances, but we've talked about the case, right?
Yes, we did.
So you understand that the allegation is that he choked his girlfriend, Brittany, multiple times. And so you're aware of all the allegations.
I am.
And you still think that he deserves to have a chance for deferred?
Yes, ma'am, I still do. To say that, I think Nick is still a good person inside, and I think he would do well still.
I'll pass the witness.
Nothing from the state.
All right, thank you. Call your next witness.
Yeah, that's a cool tendency. Thank you. Renee Ruba, yes, I know I'm not saying that correctly. How do you know Nicholas?
Nicholas has been my neighbor for the past 3 years. He's been a real good friend.
Okay. And can you tell the court a little bit about his interactions in the neighborhood and with you?
He's real friendly with everybody. I don't know anybody who has any problems with him. It's like he's always willing to help everybody. Been times where I've been working on my cars. I don't even call him or anything. He'd be passing by. He stops and gives me wrenches or whatever. He starts working on cars with me. I've had him at my house for barbecues and stuff, and never had any problems with him. He's always friendly, like with everybody.
Okay. And so his mom also lives there with him. Is that correct? Is his mom?
Yes.
Okay. And can you know a little bit about his mom and her situation? Can you tell the court about that?
Pretty much, she has cancer, so he pretty much spends his day to helping her with everything she needs. So pretty much that's his. It's a care provider, pretty much, almost.
Okay. And he also is a pet owner.
He has a Shar-Pei that's actually paralyzed, and he actually manually has to help the dog so he could relieve himself and stuff. And pretty much that's almost like his kid, pretty much.
And so he helps other people in the neighborhood as well. Is that right? You've expressed that.
Yes. It doesn't matter what job it is or if it's dirty or not. He's always willing to go, and without you even asking him, he starts helping out and everybody. And it doesn't matter where he's got to. If he has to drive somewhere else and they help you, he'll do it. He's like, with nothing in return. Pretty much that's what he is.
Is there anything else you'd like the court to know?
There was one instance where we were actually helping them move to one of the houses.
Who's them?
We were helping Nicholas and Brittany. And while we were moving the stuff, Brittany was carrying a box in front of, and she was in front of us, and she tripped and fell forward. As Nicholas tried to help her, she actually got kind of aggressive and pushed him back. All he did was kind of move back, and we just kind of like said, you know what, let her cool down. That's one thing that I did notice that was kind of odd or awkward.
Have you ever noticed him in any aggressive or violent interactions with anyone?
I haven't. Everybody, they hang along with him.
Here's something to think about. Even after hearing the full choking allegation, this witness still pushes for deferred adjudication, basically asking the judge to spare Nicholas a felony record. What do you think, loyal neighbor or dangerously naive? Sound off in the comments.
It's like, no, I don't know how you could hate him or anything, because he's always friendly. He's always willing to help everybody.
You understand he's charged with choking Brittany?
Yes, I do.
And that's a felony offense?
Yes, I do.
And we talked about the circumstances of what exactly she alleged happened. Is that right?
Yes, but it just doesn't seem like it's in his character. He's never been aggressive towards anybody.
And you understand that we're asking the judge not to send him to prison, but to give him an opportunity at deferred, which would save him from being a convicted felon?
Yes, I am.
Why do you think the judge should take a chance on him?
Because he's a real good neighbor. He's always willing to help everybody. And it's like I said, it's not one of those where he's helping people because he expects to get paid or anything. He's out there just to help everybody. He goes to church. He goes everything. That's why when they told me about this, it just seems so out of character.
I'll pass the witness.
No questions, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You may call your next witness.
Thank you, Judge. And my final witness is Eduardo Garcia.